Welcome back to a special edition of AI Unraveled, your daily strategic briefing on the business impact of artificial intelligence. If you're a CEO, CTO, or VP of strategy, you know the hype cycle is over. The challenge now is moving past expensive, unfocused pilots and implementing AI strategies that drive measurable bottom-line ROI. My name is Etienne Noumen, Senior Software Engineer and your host. And today we're giving you a direct sample of our newest executive offering, the AI-Powered Executive Briefings. In the next 4 minutes, you will hear a portion of a custom briefing on the commercial impact of large language models on energy infrastructure. We'll move beyond the buzzwords and discuss how Gen AI is actually being used as a hard engineering tool to unlock billions in latent capacity and operational efficiency across the sector. This briefing is a perfect example of what we do, bridging the gap between deep tech engineering and a clear boardroom strategy. If this insight is valuable, don't wait. We have a limited number of slots open for a private consultation to develop your P&L-linked AI roadmap. Visit the show notes right now and click the consultation link. Now let's dive into the briefing. Welcome back. Today we're cutting through the noise on generative AI in the energy sector. If you're reading the headlines, you're hearing about the load, how AI data centers are projected to drive a 165% increase in power demand by 2030. But if you're in the control room, you know the real story is the lift, how this technology is radically optimizing the infrastructure we already have. In the next 5 minutes, we are going to look at the efficiency dividend of Gen AI. We're talking about hidden grid capacity, the end of reactive maintenance, and the specific numbers from players like ExxonMobil, Shell, and National Grid that prove this isn't just hype. Let's get into it. First, let's talk about asset reliability and predictive maintenance. This is the low-hanging fruit, but the numbers are getting serious. We aren't just talking about basic sensors anymore. We are talking about Gen AI-powered digital twins. Look at Shell. They've deployed what they call data detectives, AI systems that run deep diagnostics on their pumps and equipment. The result? A 50% reduction in emergency site visits. They have effectively shifted their entire retail maintenance model from reactive to preventive, saving millions in dispatch costs. Or take Argonne National Laboratory. They recently ran AI models on solar inverters, a notorious failure point in renewables. Their data showed they could cut total maintenance costs by 43% to 56% just by predicting failures before they cascaded. The takeaway for you? If your maintenance schedule is still static, you are bleeding OPEX. The industry standard is moving toward dynamic, risk-based scheduling driven by real-time anomaly detection. Next, let's look at grid optimization and hidden capacity. This is the most critical piece for the energy transition. We can't build transmission lines fast enough, so we have to get more electrons through the wires we already have. National Grid is doing fascinating work here. In late 2024, they highlighted their use of Monte Carlo simulations driven by AI to predict exactly which distribution circuits or feeders are going to fail reliability tests before the year ends. This gives them weeks of lead time to intervene. They've also invested in a startup called GridCare, which uses Gen AI forecasting to identify gigawatts of hidden capacity in existing transmission infrastructure. This is capacity that was previously ring-fenced by conservative safety margins. AI lets us safely erode those margins to unlock massive value without laying a single foot of new copper. On the distribution side, Duke Energy just patented their advanced power distribution platform in August 2024. This system simulates grid operations in real time to balance the erratic load from EVs and renewables. It's not just monitoring, it's actively managing the flow to prevent expensive upgrades. Now let's pivot to the upstream and production efficiency. ExxonMobil is the heavy hitter here. In their recent updates, they explicitly linked their structural cost reductions, aiming for $18 billion in savings by 2030, to automation and digital technologies. They are using AI for downhole optimization in the Permian Basin. By analyzing drilling data in real time, they are doubling recovery rates from unconventional wells compared to the industry average. This is a massive efficiency lever, producing more energy with less drilling and less capital intensity. And globally, a recent Siemens report backed this up, finding that organizations using industrial AI for sustainability are seeing energy savings averaging 23% and CO2 reductions of 24%. These aren't theoretical targets. These are realized gains. Finally, we have to address the risk and the AI hot potato. We can't talk about critical infrastructure without talking about security. A 2024 Department of Energy report highlighted a major issue: the AI hot potato of risk ownership. Who owns the risk when an AI model makes a bad call on grid load balancing? Is it the CSO, the CTO, the vendor? As we integrate Gen AI into control loops, cybersecurity becomes the efficiency killer. We are seeing a rise in AI-enabled malware and supply chain attacks targeting these very systems. The efficiency gains are real, but they require a governance framework that is just as robust as the code itself. Here's the bottom line for your week. Gen AI in energy isn't just about chatbots or writing emails. It is a hard engineering tool that is unlocking hidden capacity and slashing maintenance costs by half. The companies winning in 2025, like Shell, Exxon, and National Grid, are the ones treating their data as a physical asset, just like a pipeline or a turbine. I am Anna. This has been your AI Unraveled briefing. Keep innovating. That was a brief 5-minute look into the Djamgatech AI-Powered Executive Briefings. As you just heard, the real value in AI is not the technology itself, but the strategic clarity with which you deploy it. Every briefing we deliver is engineered to provide your leadership team with a shared, defensible roadmap. We cut through the vendor noise and deliver the technical truth about what to build, how to scale it securely using MLOps, and how to prove its ROI. Remember, this insight comes from a builder, a senior software engineer who actually implements and governs production AI systems, not just a commentator. If you're ready to stop budgeting based on hype and start executing based on engineering reality, it's time to talk. To request your private consultation and get the full methodology for your strategic AI roadmap, visit our dedicated form. The link is in the show notes. You can also email us at info@djamgatech.com to start the process. Don't let your competition move first. Thank you for tuning into this special briefing from AI Unraveled, and we look forward to helping you define your next strategic move.